Wake up, Hugh, it's time to go. Grab the leash, we're hitting the road. Got my paws ready to roam. This world ain't gonna explore alone. I sniff the air, I chase the breeze. Every trail's a mystery. Cooper's adventures follow me. Caves and woods and history. Ghost towns, whispers, secrets low. Together we're the stars of the show. Abandoned barns with creaky doors, haunted halls and mossy floors, fishing poles and a camping fire, a life of freedom I inspire. I wag my tail, I lead the way, every step a brand new day. Cooper's adventures follow me, caves and woods and history, ghost towns, whispers, secrets low. Together we're the stars of the show.
Welcome back to the channel, friends. This week's adventure, we're out here at Massacre Rock, just outside of Pocatello, Idaho, and American Falls, Idaho. And we'll do a little exploring of the actual trail and all of that stuff out here. Now, the name of the place is very misleading. They called it Massacre Rock or Devil's Gate just because of the narrow passage that the pioneers had to pass through on their way to and from the Oregon Trail. There were a couple skirmishes here between the Shoshone and the pioneers. In that, I think it was, according to the research, I think it was 5 pioneers that lost their lives, and about 20 of the Shoshone Native Americans lost their lives in that scrimmage back in, I think it was 1806, I think I read. But that wasn't here at Massacre Rock. That was a little ways further off to the west. The reason they called it Massacre Rock and or Devil's Gate is because of that narrow passage. They were extremely afraid of the Native Americans ambushing them while they were going down that trail. A little bit later in the video, we're going to head a little bit west of here to a place called Register Rock. And that's where a bunch of the pioneers camped down for the night just off of the Oregon Trail. And they etched their names and their dates into the rock, thus securing their place in history. So we just say we start looking around here at Massacre Rock and see what we can find. There is a trail to go take a look at the scenic overlook and stuff. Supposedly, throughout the park here and over at Register Rock, there are still trails from the wagon wheels. So we're going to see if we can manage to find those. So we say we get two. Sorry to interrupt your video. I just wanted to pop in and say thank you to all of my viewers and all of my subscribers. I do greatly appreciate it. If you guys are enjoying the content that me and Cooper are creating, I would greatly appreciate if y'all would be willing to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button. That way you'll get informed every time me and Cooper post a brand new video. Our videos are going to continue to evolve as we go along. I am fairly new at this, and I'm getting new equipment every time. I'm getting new software and new ideas on how to make the videos. So if you would be so kind as to leave a comment and a like, just letting me know what videos you like and what could be improved upon. That would be greatly appreciated and help me and Cooper in understanding our viewers better and help us to create much better videos for all of you to enjoy. I have recently started a Patreon page, and that I want to just give you guys some extra footage, maybe some B-roll, some exclusive footage, different things just from our daily lives and stuff like that. Now the proceeds from the Patreon are going to go towards my video expenses, and those include things like new equipment, better equipment, travel and fuel to get to different locations and better locations, and different things like booking fees and video fees and permits to record at certain places, which will also allow us to give you guys better, more phenomenal content. I do have a link to the Patreon in the description, so if you would like, you can pop on over. Now, any donations would be greatly appreciated, just to help us film better content for you guys. So yeah, what do you say we go ahead and get back to our video? Again, me and Cooper greatly appreciate you watching our videos.
Okay, here we go, folks. I'm going to go up here to this scenic view and geology exhibit. After we're done there, we're going to go ahead and go into the visitor center, which we've already explored. And that's our good friend Judith right there. Say hi.
Hello.
And of course, you all know Cooper.
This way, I'm following you.
I wouldn't follow me. I get lost easy.
See if these people are not bouncing too much off my breasts.
And they etched their names and their dates into rock, thus securing their place in history. So what do you say we start looking around here at Massacre Rock and see what we can find? There is a trail to go take a look at a scenic overlook. And
I can run stabilization control in the editing software. Unless you want this one.
No, I'm good. Have enough carrying my water.
Get over here, Coop. Looks like there's supposed to be informational signs here. But, by the way it looks like somebody burned them, or they took the placards off to redo them and paint the rusted areas. But that small little thin path right there is what they call the Massacre Rocks. They had to pass through there after crossing the river. And yes, that is the Snake River right there. Right there's a little bit more of the small little valley that they had to pass through. And they were extremely scared that the Native Americans would stand up here in these rocks and ambush them as they went through. Hence the name Devil's Gate and Massacre Rock. Extremely beautiful out here, though. And all of this is still considered part of the Oregon Trail. So we say we go down and go into the visitor center. We have a little more information and some museum exhibits down there. We're going to have to let you go before we go in. We've already talked to the nice young lady behind the counter and requested not to be on camera or recorded in any way. So we're going to respect those wishes, and we'll just record outside and then shut you off and get to the exhibit area. And then fire you guys.
Yeah, plan on it.
And here we have a billboard area showing all the different activities and dangers that are in the area, like the western diamondback, the bull snake, brown racer snake, but also some of the other beautiful and historical items that you can go through here. And here is a few displays of the actual Oregon Trail, where they began in St. Joseph, Missouri, or in Council Bluffs, Iowa, traveled through Nebraska, continued through Nebraska. These are all the different forts that they stopped at along the way. In through Wyoming. And here is where we sit in Idaho. Fort Hall was one of the stops that they made. And then they continued on their journey Fort Boise till they got up into Oregon, where it looks like the trail ends at Oregon City.
There's little trails there. You can probably check out more.
I think those are the Frisbee Golf trails,
Oh,
honestly. I know there's a hiking path right there, but let's see where our star has wandered off to. Kicking it in the shade again. And they do have a topographical miniature of the Oregon Trail. You guys can pause and zoom in and take a better look at it. And at this stage of the game, we're going to go ahead and let you go until we're inside by the exhibits. Here in the visitor center, they have a little display up front by the counter. There's some skulls of native animals. The wonderful young lady did inform me some of them were found here on property, others were brought in. We have a map here of the route of the Oregon Trail in Idaho. Winding on through. Go over here so I can angle the camera this way so it doesn't get anything on the front desk. So we are right about in this area, along this path of the Oregon Trail. We also have some history of different plant life that's here. I think Judith looked through this.
Yeah, a little bit.
It kind of looks like journals
Journal, yeah.
from one of the pioneers passing through. But for me, the most impressive exhibit is the mastodon jaw and its immense size. And our mammoth jaw, which earlier Judith put her head over the top of, and it was way, way bigger than her head, even her ponytail. Oh, looks like she can do it for me again. Look at the size of that jaw. Way bigger than her head, even her ponytail. Oh, looks like she can do it for me again. Look at the size of that jaw. And over here, we have a fossilized mastodon lower front leg. And know it's two animals. We got the mastodon right there, which is that whiter colored one. And then the mammoth, which everyone knows, which is that darker colored one right there. And as we walk it even further in, we've got a display of items that the pioneers would have brought with them along this Oregon Trail. Along with some old-time photos. And some history plaques, which I'll back up and let you guys pause and read if you would like. We got some more old-fashioned photos here. And some more informational placards. And here is a rundown of what the pioneers would have paid to load up a wagon to go down the Oregon Trail. In the end, a total cost of 3 people back then would have been $225. And that would have been back around, well, it says here from the Immigrant's Guide to California, publication, St. Louis, Missouri, 1849. Which in today's money, I'm not entirely sure the conversion rate, but it would have been right around the double-digit thousands. And around the display, we've got these little information packets, which will allow you guys to pause and read them. And this one's on the daily diet. The noon break. A history on the Oregon Trail. Evening camp downs. And the women's work on the for the pioneers. We do have little plaques throughout the exhibit, like this one. And this. And there's a 1905 rendition of the Devil's Gate. Which is what the pioneers would have had to pass through. And over here we just have a bunch of the historical photos and paintings with some information on them. And you guys can pause the video and read the articles if you wish. And this is about the opening of the Massacre Rock State Park back in the 1970s. And the history of Ezra Meeker. You guys are more than welcome again. Pause the video and check out all the information on this gentleman. But I think we are going to let you guys go for now and go back outside after a small ice cream break. What do you think, Judith? Ice cream?
I am good.
Well,
I'm good.
I'm getting some ice cream.
You-
Alright, you ready to hop into an air-conditioned car?
Yep, sure am.
Oh shit, that thing's still recording?
Yeah. It was off, but now turn it back on. Can you rent those cabins or what?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Dogs aren't allowed in, you know?
Oh, okay.
They are on campsites, just not cabins.
So the rocks are on that side. You would think.
So we just noticed this sign right here. And an open gate. So what do you say we go to the old Oregon Trail site? See you when we get there. I guess we'll get to see what's down that canyon. We'll get over there. Our little hiking trail. Okay, so we thought we could just drive down to the site, but it looks like we're going to have to hike.
Just under a mile.
You ready for this?
Yeah, let's go.
Don't sound so enthused.
I was hoping your Prius could fit through there.
Probably
No.
could.
Now it has something in the center.
You just put that in the center of the tires.
Yeah.
Yep. As promised, folks, there's down in that canyon. This is most of the footage from Little City of Rocks. Come here, Coop. Come here. We just take it nice and slow.
Enjoy the walk, huh?
We'll survive it. It's not like we're out in the Gooding lava field where it's all black. Pretty goddamn close though. They dragged something through here.
I hope this place is cool. I walked a mile for nothing.
Actually, more than that.
Yeah.
There and back. You gotta admit, though, even if it ain't cool, this is absolutely gorgeous.
Hopefully we can get a better view of the Snake River over there.
I see what they dragged through here. Looks like a tree.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet this is where that car was?
You think? Was it a recent car? I didn't really catch what she said.
She said a car went off the road and was on the cliffs, and they were taking it out today.
Yeah, maybe.
But you're right. Yeah, because if you look, you've got big ass tractor tires and then car tires right there. And part of a bumper right there. I'm sweating like a stuffed turd. I want to see how long it takes them to notice. Change.
Not that long.
Oh.
Fresh. This is as fresh as it's gotten. Go for a walk.
Huh?
What's that?
That is a mud dauber nest. Or, actually, no. That's a bird nest of some kind. We got run over.
Yeah.
We gotta get run over up there too. And
Your introduction today.
I'm coming into more of a recording style.
I'm more comfortable with these too.
Oh, and the birdie's home, I think. Or it's just a feather sitting there.
Which way? Where's the signs at? You think it's either way? I vote right. Yeah, right? That's fenced over there.
Looks like this is fenced over here too.
That's how we walked out here from nothing.
Oh, we've got an information sign.
Looks like this is it.
Judith for the win. Then a little bit of a crossroads. She picked right. And she was right. So we are now on the Oregon Trail.
Well, there's not much though.
We have some informational markers here.
Trail ruts.
This one's kind of the same one as what was in the museum. That one's a new one.
Seems like it's a pathway up.
But there's trail ruts. You can kind of see them.
Yeah.
Let's walk this way just a little bit,
I agree.
just to say we walked the Oregon Trail.
Right.
Excuse me. We are now currently walking on the Oregon Trail. The same trail the pioneers walked in road wagons back in the 1800s. And man, look at that view. Absolutely stunning. You want to continue up or just go back?
Whatever you want.
It's on you.
Nah, it's on you this time.
You're the one that did the power workout, not me.
I can keep going, it's fine. If you want to.
We'll go up just a little bit more. Now just imagine us doing this in the 1800s. No highway, no cars, and the imminent threat of being attacked by the Native Americans. There's a sign over there. Looks like it's this one. Which one you want to do? That one looks less rugged. But this one looks more original.
More original? Is that what you said?
Yeah. To what it would have been like back in the 1800s. You want to go modern or old school? On you. I say, I picked keep going, so.
Fuck. Let's do the old school then.
Off we go.
Little flight.
We're going to old school it. Back in the day,
Doesn't even look like a trail.
we'd have had horses and a wagon. And a bunch of other people following behind us. And in front of us.
Does not look like a trail.
Opens up into a valley there. Opens up into a valley there. Looks like we got a badger.
What is that thing?
I have no idea. Looks like a tractor tow disc. If you ask me. What it represents? Not a clue. I don't know. Half tempted just to go down to the bottom, see what's there and turn around, but that means more of a hike to come back up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, where does it end though? You know?
Well, it probably doesn't end for miles,
Yeah.
because if you look
Yep.
over across the valley there, it winds back up over there.
Yeah.
Well, this is what we came for, right?
That's weird. Yeah.
History and be part of the history a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
And you know, folks, once we get back to the car, she's probably going to kick my ass. Yeah, see, this is part of a trail. Because these pink markers. Oh, I didn't go up where we came down. We're not going to walk a whole bunch of this trail. We're just going to go down here. See what we got. Turn around, go back to the car. And go see our pioneers' names and dates. Careful, there's a burrow right here. Even this is absolutely breathtaking. You know? Oh God, yeah. Most of the dudes wore slacks, button-up shirt with a vest. More burrows, be careful. Where? I didn't see a cactus. Oh. Nice little cactus right there. Well, if we hear a yelp, well, then we gotta pull some. Oh my God, lady. This used to be a road.
Think it, the wagons pass through here?
No, this is long after them. Because if you look, that's asphalt. Huh. Looks like it's an old stream bed. Winds on through. All right. We came. We saw. Now we gotta hike back up. Wah, wah, wah. All right. Hi up. But we have that nice bench in the shade to look forward to. So, since you guys have already seen the hike down here, I'm going to go ahead and let you go until we get back up there where we originally started. We'll see you then. Puff, puff, pass, motherfucker. What do you say we stay on the trail this time? I still want to know what that was.
Tractor thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, what it signifies? Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
It seems just random.
Where are the flags? That way. Burrow. Hose water. That's the only thing I don't like about camelbacks.
It tastes like rubber.
Yep. BPA water.
Like that. It's all gone.
Hey, we're going this way. Cooper, get over here. We'll catch up to him. He's somewhere sitting in the shade. I bet you went under that tree over there. Oh, Burrow. Two of them. Hey. No, that's not the bench. The bench is in between, isn't it? Yeah. Cooper! Cope! Come on! Where the fuck is he? You stay under the tree. Coopers! Coopers! Come here, bye-byes. Coopers! Cooper! There you are, bubbies. We're gonna go sit in the shade for a bit and get you some water. Found him.
Was he on his way?
Caught up with him just on the other side of the tree.
In the shade?
No, he come running. I think he sat in that little tree up there.
Yeah.
Until he heard me coming.
That hike was rough.
Oh, it ain't over yet.
Yes. How they did it back in the day, I don't know. They had all kinds of dresses and whatnot on.
Oh, God, yeah.
Fuck that. Heels, their heel. Oh, hell no.
Most of the dudes wore slacks, button-up shirt with a vest.
Yeah.
More burros, be careful.
Being crazy out here. Cactus.
Where?
Right there. Watch Coop.
I didn't see a cactus.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice little cactus right there.
Yeah, careful with Coop. Don't step on it.
Well, if we hear a yelp, we'll know we gotta pull some.
Doesn't seem a lot of people go down this trail anymore.
Oh my God, lady. This used to be a road.
That looks like it, yeah. Think the wagons pass through here?
No, this is long after them. 'Cause if you look, that's asphalt. Huh. Looks like it's an old stream bed. Winds on through. All right. We came. We saw. Now we gotta hike back up.
Fuck.
Wah, wah, wah. All right.
That's gonna be the tough part, is going up.
High up. But we have that nice bench in the shade to look forward to.
Yeah.
So, since you guys have already seen the hike down here, I'm going to go ahead and let you go until we get back up there where we originally started. And I'll see you then. Hey, we're going this way. Cooper, get over here. We'll catch up to him. He's somewhere sitting in the shade. Oh, oh. I bet you went under that tree over there. Oh, burrow. 2 of them. Hey. No, that's not the bench. The bench is in between, isn't it? Yeah. Cooper! Cope! Come on! You stay under the tree. Coopers! Coopers! Come here, bye-byes. Coopers! Cooper! There you are, bubbies. We're gonna go sit in the shade for a bit and get you some water. Found him.
Was he on his way?
Caught up with him just on the other side of the tree.
In the shade?
No, he come running. I think he sat in that little tree up there.
Yeah.
Until he heard me coming.
That hike was rough.
Oh, it ain't over yet. Could you imagine doing that all day, every day from California all the way to Oregon?
The amount of water that they have to.
We had it easy. We had water with us.
Yeah.
We ain't got no Native Americans trying to shoot us.
Yeah.
We ain't got to worry about horses. We know we got food back at the car.
Yeah.
And any stop along the way. It did feel good to walk the same footsteps, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's your phone. Oh.
Google Voice for rural rides. What do you think, boobies? You gotta admit, this is better than when we went to Little Rock. Well, little city of rocks. Oh. At least this portion's downhill. Ring ding dong. Ring a ding 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 dong. Looks like you went 3 rounds with Muhammad Ali.
You should see Muhammad Ali.
What's he got, your ear in his mouth?
Black and blue.
I was waiting for you to say, that was Mike Tyson. Take the real shade.
Yeah.
Over here.
No.
Hey, Bubbies. Want some more? I got plenty. You can have as much as you want. But stop getting it to spray up your nose. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, you thirsty. Oh. Yeah. We're going to stay here for a minute, so you can lay down. No, you can lay down and wet.
That was a hike. We were by the fucking tractor wheel.
That was rough. But we both can now say we have officially walked the Oregon Trail.
Yep.
All right, we're now over here at what's called Register Rock. It's all part of the whole Oregon Trail and the resting areas. This is an area that would have come off of the Oregon Trail to camp down for the night. As you can hear in the background there, we have a stream with a waterfall that the pioneers, their livestock, and their horses could drink from. And this rock here is, as I stated, known as the Register Rock. Engraved in this rock are the names of many pioneers that have crossed this path to bed down here. The oldest one I've seen on here so far is 1809, ranging up to, I think I saw 1931 in there somewhere. Some of these other rocks out along the park area here also have carvings in them with names and dates. Most of them are a little bit on the newer side. I've seen them from 31 up to 2002. There are a couple right up at the front near the road there where there are names engraved in there, but the weather hit them so bad we can't make them out. So what do you say we go ahead and take a walk around this rock and look at some of these names and see some of the history of it? All right, folks, here we are. The rock where our pioneers etched their names as they were going down the Oregon Trail. You can see a few of them still quite visible. And these ones are very visible. M. Helper, 1882. We got PPT 1909 up there. H. Chestnut, August 20th, 1886. Try it again, 1862. The names on that side are crystal clear. And we have a 1935 4-1 here. And it does look like they reinforced the rock in a few spots with some concrete to make sure it didn't fall apart. And there she is, folks. A little spot here, let you guys pause and read. It was cool just for the historical value of this one.
Yeah.
I see an 1849 sitting right there.
1839?
1849. It looks like the names go all the way up the rock. So far, the oldest one I've seen, I'm sure there's much older. There's one over here, 1809. Doesn't have a name to it, it's just PPT.
Think that guy still lives?
That would be a miracle. I gotta do it. Coop, here, now. Alright, here's another little interesting tidbit. Not entirely sure what it is yet, because we haven't read the placard. But we got some names here too. J.J. Hansen, age 7. An Indian head carving.
Yep, and there's the story. JJ. It's the work of J.J. Hansen at age 7.
Alright, since I can't get a good view of it,
Here, do this one.
I'll read it to y'all. I can see it in there. The Indian head and preacher head carved on this rock and dated 1866 is the work of J.J. Hansen at age 7. At this point, he was traveling along the Oregon Trail with his parents to Portland, Oregon. In 1908, after becoming a sculptor, he returned to review his work. During this visit, he again dated the rock under the Indian carving. Oh, there is a preacher over there.
Oh,
You got the preacher and you got the Indian. Makes you wonder if there's any other carvings on any of these other ones. Doesn't it?
Yeah. But none of them are circled like this.
Yeah, I know. But just think about it. Someone over 100 and some odd years ago touched this rock right here.
You can see names on this one too. Barely, you can see what weather kind of destroyed it, but you can see it.
Yep. The cameras will never pick that up, so.
Yeah.
Hey, their old gas hookup for the wagons. It does.
Oh, you were right.
Here, I'll trade you. I'll trade you. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. I made a small comment to Miss Judith, but I wonder how many other rocks have carvings in them. So far, those two right there have them, but they're so weathered, the camera's not going to show it real well. But we do have this one, which you can clearly see them. Most of these are newer though. There is a 1962. We got a Carter from 1931. We got a Reese from 2002. $19.19. Looks like we got a little concrete walk path. We're down here by the stream. There's bound to be some names and stuff down here. Gotta be. with there being a water supply. But they've long been disturbed by the installation of this road. But this stream here would have been a water supply for our pioneers and their horses and any livestock they brought with them. Would have drank from this right here. And if we look back there a little ways, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it. With how warm I am, I may just jump in the water and get to it. There's a little waterfall back there. Coop's already on top of it. I wonder if we can get to that waterfall without jumping in the nasty water. As good as that would feel.
Yeah.
I can't help it though.
Touch the rock?
Yeah. And there's that waterfall that we saw from downstream. Directly across from the Register Rock. Whew. Just the history, you know?
Yeah.
Touching these rocks, knowing someone over 100 years ago touched that same rock in that same spot. Good thing that